Before I go into this video, I just want to say, I'm glad William Byron was okay. That was one of the hardest hits I've ever seen in NASCAR history. I know there's been really a lot of bad hits, but that was just... Oh, shout out to Ryan Newman. You're breaking records, my dude. Alright, so anyways, people have been saying this wasn't a good race. I want to punch every person that has been saying that because, you're an idiot. You need to get help. That was... the reason why I would say I enjoyed it, I liked it more than Martinsville, is because I didn't get to watch Martinsville. So, it's out of all the races that I've seen, I would put it third. But I think I've seen highlights, and I think Martinsville's better. So we're gonna put Kansas fourth. Besides, I think Bristol's the best. Daytona 500 second. Martinsville third, and Kansas fourth. By far best mile and a half race. I mean, people always saying that, oh, we need battles for the lead. We need people competing for a battle for the lead. We always need that because we had that back then. We had it wasn't like that many. We had good stage finish. We had people, we got Harvick who made that crazy 2-lap pass. I was like, okay, Truex got this. 2 laps later, here comes Harvick. Boy, what? We had more green flag passes than we usually do, at least more noticeable. And then people are going to saying that it was a terrible race. I'm like, what do you want? You want like a photo finish every lap of the race for the lead? Like, you people need to understand, because what my mom told me the other day is that people are more, I guess, impatient. Because back in the day, you had patience. Like, you're always, like you aren't used to action. Don't tell me you haven't seen like something on your phone or somebody say breaking news, someone got killed. You're like, oh, okay, and you move on. I've done that. Everybody's done that. Back in the day, you saw that you'd be praying, you'd be like, oh, I hope they're okay. And these days, you're like, oh, you just move on. It's like you didn't even see it. Okay? So people don't have as much patience. I can understand. It's not really just our faults. It's just we evolved to have less patience. But like, you gotta realize that though. I seem to be the only one that realizes that I might think it might be boring, but at the same time, I'm like, I understand, yes. No, 100% agree. The racing is not as good as it was back then. I'm not saying this is better. I'm not saying that. I'm not. Because I've seen replays from older races. I love it. But not every race back then was exciting either. Okay? Like I'm pointing out, there was single file racing, or there was, long green flag runs when some races had no crashes. You know what I mean? Just debris cautions or whatever. So not every race back then was exciting either. I'm sorry. And if you've watched every race back then, you could probably agree with me. Not every race was exciting. Yes, a lot more races were exciting back then, but everybody's saying that this season's been garbage. I'm sitting here like, what? What am I missing here? I mean, I may have missed 3 races in a row, but I mean, I saw replays and thought they were good. I think I missed the Bristol race, well, at least half of it. Missed the Texas race, and then I think it was the race before. I missed Martinsville. Yeah, I missed 3 races. All of them were either good or at least interesting. But I don't see. I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, last year was probably better in my opinion. 2016, excellent. I've been watching NASCAR since 2012. 2012, 2016, best seasons. I think most people would agree. Most people. Some people have their opinions. Your favorite driver did better this year. Like, I can understand that. 2012, my driver got 1 win. I didn't even make the playoffs, and I still think that's the best season I ever watched in NASCAR. Speaking of 2012, yeah. 2018, I admit it's not great, but I don't see how it's horrible. You may know Kamikaze Games. I'm not saying he's an idiot, but like, a lot of times I agree with his race reviews. Some parts of the race are boring, but like, I understand there's not many passes. I understand it's the heat in the moment, but you have to understand, like, we had a pretty good finish today. And we had good stage finish. We usually don't get that often. What we need to do is keep the stage points, but get rid of the cautions. So like if we could continue the battle with Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Or did I get whatever? On a stage 1 finish, whatever. It was a good race. I don't see what's wrong. I mean, this has got to be a best mile and a half race by far. I mean, people just hate Kevin Harvick. I'm like, what happened when Jimmie Johnson won 5 championships in a row? Oh, he's still likable? Okay. Kevin Harvick wins a race. Oh. Hate you. Wish you die. Or not die. Wish you wreck every race for the rest of the season. I don't understand if it's Kevin Harvick that they hate, or it's the race, because really they say Kevin Harvick, but at the same time, then they go on later and say, oh, the race was terrible. Like, the only race I didn't really enjoy was probably either Las Vegas or Atlanta. That's probably the only race I didn't enjoy as much. But I'm sorry you didn't think the race was as good as 2007. I'm sorry. You're disappointed. But then there's people like me who actually understand what a... No, I'm not going to say that, because then everybody's going to call me an idiot. Okay, I'm going to correct myself and say, then there's people like me that enjoy races a different way. Okay? I found the whole race interesting. Yes, even when there weren't really that many green flag passes, I thought the race was interesting. There was always a story happening, and then something else happened. Oh, then the stage ended with a great finish. And stage 2 was kind of not as... it was just... I don't understand people's logic when they say, this race is bad. Where's the bad part of the race? Comment down below what was bad about the race. What was it, because there were single file racing? Because there's plenty of that back then. Was Kevin Harvick won? Jeff Gordon won 13 races in one season before. Jimmie Johnson won 5 championships, so that's a lot of wins there. Yeah. I don't see what's wrong with the race. But after we got all that out of the way, because people are just, are not going to agree with me, no matter what I say and what I think is correct, people are going to say, no, you're an idiot, because it's supposed to be this way. For what package we have, with the cars we have, that was a pretty damn good race. Okay? So let's just get on to, like, I might do reviews from now on every week, I don't know. Maybe because people are raging, but... Stage 1, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, 10 out of 10. Stage 2, Kyle Larson. Oh, Kyle Larson. Yes, he's figured it out. This might be a fluke, I'm not sure. We'll have to find out after Charlotte, because restrictor plates. What's the next mile and a half race after Charlotte? I don't remember if the Coca-Cola 600 has restrictor plates. I am not sure. If it doesn't, then we gotta look out for Larson there. But I'm blanking. Stage 2, I think, was alright. I don't remember much from Stage 2, but since I don't have anything bad to say about it, it must not have been terrible. Stage 3, I know at one point Eric Jones made it 3 wide for the lead. I'm like, before that, I said, watch Eric Jones win, and I see that, I'm like, and then Harvick is like, nope. Okay, then, but before that, we had Alex Bowman and Dan Suarez. Suarez got loose, Alex Bowman nowhere to go, so a racing incident. And then Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney. I think that might have been the aero package, I don't know. Ryan Blaney just trying to side draft. That reminded me of Noah Gragson and Johnny Sauter. That last hit was not necessary. Especially when going into a corner where the driver up top was going to be trying to arc down. and you're going up, that's a recipe for disaster. And then you had your typical, I guess, from now on, your typical Kansas terrible slash big one. I don't know what it is about Kansas. Before this race started, this entire season, I'm looking forward to this race. I'm not disappointed at all whatsoever. Not just was it a race, but like the 2017 spring race was a great race. The fall race wasn't as good, but I still liked it. Probably because it was chase race, but then you had so remind you of, so it was like it was like wow, I cannot speak today, can I? It was a mixture of Eric Almirola and Eric Jones. William Byron, rookie mistake, my dude. Overcorrected like Eric Jones. And then he pulled Eric Almirola. Except there was a car underneath him. And thank you, Ryan Newman. You don't ever disappoint when a car goes airborne. You just don't ever disappoint. You're always at the right place at the right time. 10 out of 10. You're getting some respect from me, my dude. 10 out of 10. No, but seriously, not Eric Jones. William Byron might have actually gone injured. It's not only did he hit the wall, just head on 180 miles an hour. That was not bad enough, but Eric Almirola got injured when he came back down onto the ground. Because, he was pretty high in the air. So was William Byron. So, Newman's like, you know what? I'll catch you. And he's there at the right moment. I understand Newman didn't want that, but, it's the difference between, it's a situation. Wrong place at wrong time and right place at right time. For both drivers. Oh, that's funny. But no, the crash is not funny. That was just funny how the situation. It was Newman, not anybody else. It just had to be Newman. Yeah, hardest hit I might have ever seen, at least live. The other hardest hit I've ever watched live was Miguel Paludo Daytona. That car was just. I mean, I don't think I watched Eric McClure's hit live, but I really think William Byron had it worse. And I'm telling you right now, NASCAR's done some bad decisions, but they did at least one thing right, and that's making the car safe. Did you see how crunched up that car was? It reminded me of fucking Kyle Busch in 2015. But I think Kyle Busch I don't know. Was it a concrete wall that William Byron hit? I don't know. But anyways, let's just move on to the finish. So it was like, 6 to go. Truex is at a 1 second lead. I'm like, oh. It was a good race. Yeah, Truex won. Good for him. 2 laps later, here comes Harvick, the closer. Mr. Where did he come from? All those names just put into 4 laps. I was just watching the TV. I was looking. It was from 1 second, 8 tenths, 4 tenths. I'm like, and I'm pointing at the TV like, what is going on? And then Harvick just, yeah, I give credit. I respect Harvick. I don't like him, but that was a well-earned win. Not only was he, I guess, at least the second best car, or third, then the other 2 best got, happened. But good win for good win for Harvick. How would I rate the race? 4th out of best races of the year. I give it 8 out of 10. There were some slow parts of the race, but it was an 8 out of 10 race. I loved it. I enjoyed watching it. And if we could get at least more races like that, I'd be happy. So a lot of people are saying this is the worst season ever, and the race sucked. Get a life. Not get a life, but understand what that it was a good race. Okay.